low health for Flandre.
Low health for Xiaolahu as well, as the pot's going to be ticking on both sides here. Remember, Flandre does have a heal ability, but I don't think he has it just yet. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't quite see. I think he's got his E and his Q for now, but at level 3 we'll have a little bit more sustain. But Xiaolahu as well with the leg sweep, the tactical sweep, sorry, will be able to sustain himself up. We're getting bullied out of the top side by a Kale. Not an ideal situation. Here we go. Viper going to be ignited. LWX flashing forward. Viper 1 HP, but he survives. And actually, it's Mako turning it around. EDG find the 2v2, and Mako finds the tasty stack. To come in and have the reaction to pull it off is really impressive. Now pick onto Scout potentially. Charm comes on through though. Big damage onto Clid. And here comes Jiejie. Spirit Rushes are available. The kick, the follow-up with the Sonic Wave, and Scout. Oh, one more auto. There it is. The Q for the Orb of Deception. And now Jiejie wants a little bit more, but Xiaolahu is here. Big damage, but in with Flandre's ulti on top of him.
Charm.
And the Charm as well. It's too easy for EDG. That is not very low on HP underneath the tower. And apparently neither is Xiaolahu. Flandre flashing forwards. Solo kill on the Kale. Flandre is here to perform. This is reaction. So not able to have the same success in the laning phase. And they continue to get bullied out. Post 6, there's another inhuman flash from Viper as Mako pulled back in, but still has the thick skin. Ren stacking up, maybe a play available for FPX, as they will be able to find Mako Care. Looking for Viper at the same time. Good dodge from Viper though. Viper, Mako goes down. I'm tripping over my words like crazy, but it's a positive play for FPX.
And they did it. Enough spears and the target dies, Joe. I told you they managed to get the kill. Don't find Viper once again so quick on that flash. They managed to take out Mako. They'll be able to throw the Herald down and get that first tower. A lot of gold for the LWX that is needed. But in the meantime, there's a 40 CS lead top. Flandre is taking plates. Yeah,
You don't get to escape from Camille unless the Charm lands before the Hextech ultimatum can come on through. There's a shield coming across him as well. He might be able to win this one out. Zhonya's has to come on through. Still has his flash available. Oh, but he face plants into the wall. A minute and 20. But red buff is, and that's an objective here in the LPL. Flandre could be in trouble though, because the entire squad is here. It's going to be his ulti used. Flashes over the wall. No way does he get out with this one. Clid trying to finish him off. Just about does, but that was a little dicey, honestly.
Yeah, a little scary, and I think it kind of shows you need a little
control here. This shouldn't even be contestable from the side of FPX. So FPX now can maybe try and look for vision around Baron. They already have decent vision control here, but EDG want to pick as the Charm comes through onto Hung. Will be Kalista ult to save his life, but actually Scout doesn't get to move, doesn't get to play, as Viper has to retreat on the play. Hung flashing forward to try and find more, as Jiejie won't go until the Dawning Shadow arrives. Great kick across the team. Care turns golden, but he's down as well, and it's a kill for Flandre. Mako flashing forward to get onto LWX, but the Tongue Lash not quite enough, as the cleanse is used to keep LWX safe.
And honestly, that was a sick turnaround from Hung. Clay wasn't there though for the resets, and honestly, Jiejie played that one so well, got the Sonic Wave into that beautiful kick. Will be able to secure that dragon, and I mean, silver lining for FPX, they did manage to secure that Cloud Dragon earlier, so this will only be the second for EDG. But even when it felt like FPX found a route into the fight, still getting outmatched.
Yeah, and Junja sat on that bench, and he is shaking his head right now, because there's no way he's seeing play anytime soon with Jiejie on fire like this. That was a gorgeous kick to kill.
Yeah, and I feel like Scout dashing in here, it's Set who has a Kalista paired, never really going to find that pick. He also had flash, but he didn't even need to use to go aggressive. And then we see the dive in, but it's a bit too far for Hung. Sonic Wave connects, and this beautiful kick that comes in from Jiejie to get the double knock-up for the follow-up there from the rest of EDG. It's a nice seismic shove, though, coming out from Care at the end, which kind of creates space so we don't see more members of FPX going down, but that kick was just so good.
Absolutely beautiful. And it means that now EDG still maintaining a gold lead, but they're not quite as far ahead as they were. That's what I'm trying to say. They're only about 4,000 gold up now compared to the 5,000 they were up before. It's getting close to 3,000. But they're back onto the map. They did get that Drake that we talked about before. And now Baron is the next port of call inside of EDG. Scout has TP, so he can pressure on the bottom side of the map, while the rest of EDG take complete control of the top side.
Well, I mean, something to be mentioned is we saw such a massive level difference in the top lane, which has been closed by Xiaolahu. Like, it's still... This is a concern, is that you have, like, a Senna and a Kayle going into the later stages. Oh.
It's going to be Scout caught out for the second time in a row here. Pulled back by Hung, but gobbled up by Mako and kept alive. So ultimately, Scout will be fine on this one. Will get out with his life. Has TP, so he can reset, while the rest of EDG kick this Baron off. Hung has no ultimate, so this might be difficult for the side of FPX to fight. Or at least that's what EDG are hoping for. The TP out from Scout behind the play here. Trying to get the flank going. 3,000 on the Baron. EDG cautious on this one. They don't want a 50-50. Charm over the wall. Everfrost is there. It's a kill for Scout. Hung in the meantime getting in, but the shield across the whole team. Flandre invincible, and EDG are making this look beautiful. It's a flawless fight. Everything going perfectly for them. A clean ace and a masterclass from EDG.
Just complete confidence. I felt like there could have been a tenuous situation. Starting with the Baron, all members of FPX in position to go in. LWX still had his ultimate to try and help Hung engage, and yet they still look for it. And the execution, pixel perfect, didn't even lose a single member. They'll get the Baron, they'll get this mid tier 2. And you know, I'm going to say it, Joe. This is the third 9 minutes we've seen of EDG. It's looking pretty good.
Well, we're not quite there yet. We need 27. It's only 24 on the clock. They're winning too quickly is the issue that we've got here. Great flank from Scout there, finding the pick. And the rest of the team just, they don't want to damage. LWX isn't able to get anything done during this fight because the threat from Scout and the flash charm at the end, beautifully done.
I mean, I was honestly concerned about starting this because Scout didn't have ultimate. And I was like, you know, maybe reduces the impact. His flank there was so excellent, just meant Kayle and LWX couldn't function. And the problem is, in this composition, you kind of need them to start racking up the kills so Clid can get resets. Clid couldn't get the reset there. Kind of this, the problem when no one on the enemy team dies. And so as a result, that momentum never came to fruition. And now EDG 8,000 gold in the lead, just exploded this game wide open. Pushing into the enemy red side jungle to clear out the vision, and now this wave is being brought up by Flandre. Really solid play just to make it so hard to defend this tier 2.
All right, well, level 16 hit, 25-22 on the clock there. I'm curious what the Shies was as we get an engage coming out from Clid. Viper using his Shroud to keep his team as safe as possible as... I don't know what just happened with a Hextech ultimatum. He didn't do anything. Hung pulled them out of it. And now the rest of EDG can re-collapse on the fight. The sustain is too much. Dawning Shadow rails the whole squad from FPX. And EDG once again just destroy FPX in a fight. They push on forwards. They'll take the bottom lane towers. And I think they might just take the game.
Safety net after safety net after safety net for this Kayle. FPX try and find a play, but Flandre does not go down, and the turnaround is swift, and they will get demolished. Kayle and Clid, I don't think you can defend this.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not if the team actually starts hitting the next towers. They're just clearing the minions for the time being.
Flandre's
they
farming.
Can finally start to push this one over. It's going to be Clid forced back to his Nexus, but actually EDG not going to try and end just yet. They're going to go for this mid lane tower instead. Play this one by the book, take a couple of inhibitors first. They might even go for a cheeky reset.
Yeah, playing it safe. They probably could have ended, but it might have left an opportunity for FPX to find a way in with the respawns and turn it around. They didn't want to overstay on the next wave, especially with how threatening towers are right now. I feel like everyone's just so afraid of towers. They are looking for a pick now. Clid.
Clid forced to flash away. Scout is on the other side of the play as well. Everfrost slows him down. Sonic Wave is there. And Mako actually eats him to make sure the pick can happen. That's the jungler down. Guaranteed Drake. But I don't think EDG want a Drake right now. They want a game. In goes Jiejie with a Kayle ult. And it's a double for Flandre as a third one goes his way as well. 8, 1, and 7 on the Kayle as Viper should have the range to finish off Xiaolahu. The legs will do nothing, whether they're scissors or not. It's going to be the Nexus falling here. And EDG come into the summer split and show us what they are made of.
I mean, considering we had these two play each other in playoffs, and EDG won by all means, but the fact that they come in now and just absolutely